Good day, grade 10 students. Welcome to the first day of our online classes for the school year 2021-2022. My name is Rafael Balmas and I am going to be your teacher for the subject Mathematics 10. For week number 1, we are going to tackle lesson 1, which is all about pattern, arithmetic sequence, and series. Here are the most essential learning competencies that we need to achieve at the end of this lesson. Number 1, generate patterns. Number 2, illustrate an arithmetic sequence. Number 3, determine arithmetic means, nth term of an arithmetic sequence, and sum of the terms of a given arithmetic sequence. Grab your MDL book, first quarter, and open it on page 166. Let's start. Okay, for the introduction of our lesson, we are going to analyze and solve a word problem, a real-life word problem. So let's read the problem. Commuters can determine their train fare knowing that the fare is increased by 5 pesos after every station from where they boarded. If the base fare is 15 pesos, how much would a passenger pay if he or she will board on the first station and alight at the fourth one? What if he or she will alight at the 80th station? So for the first problem class, for this first real world problem, we are going to answer two questions. The first one is, how much he will pay if he or she will alight at the fourth one or the fourth station. And the other one is, how much will he or she pay, if he or she will alight at the 8th station. So let us analyze the problem but by making a list of fares per station. For station number 1, the base fare is 15 pesos. For station number 2, we have 20 pesos. Bakit ba siya 20 pesos? Kasi nga sabi kanina sa problem, in each station na dinadaanan ng train, nag-i-increase siya ng 5 pesos. So for station 3, we have already 20 pesos na fare na galing sa station 2. Then nag-add tayo ng another station, we're going to just need to add 5 pesos. So 20 plus 5, it is equal to 25. And for station 4, we have 30. For station 5, 35 pesos. For station 6, 40 pesos. Station 7, 45. And for station 8, 50. And as you notice, class, sabi nga kanina sa problem, mag-a-add lang tayo ng 5 pesos for each of every station. So the answer for the two questions sa ating word problem is, the passenger has to pay 30 pesos if he or she will alight on the 4th station, and 50 pesos if he or she will alight on the 8th station. The problem shows a pattern where 5 pesos is added upon reaching the next station. So let's continue. We keep in mentioning the word sequence kanina pa lang sa ating introduction. So what is a sequence? A sequence is a set of numbers or figures based on a pattern or rule. Each member of the sequence is called a term. For example, yung example na ibibigay ko class, hindi siya dito nakalagay sa PowerPoint presentation. So imagine na lang natin siya. For example, we have a, let's say, yung sa calendar. Yung sa calendar natin, class, kung napansin natin, for the first week, the Wednesday falls siya sa number na 3, right? So, yung Wednesday, nag-fall siya sa 3. Then, pagka next week naman, yung Wednesday, nag-fall siya sa 10. Then, pagka third week, yung Wednesday, nag-fall siya sa 17. So, if you notice, dun sa sequence natin ng mga numbers, kung saan nag-fall si Wednesday, we have 3, naging 10, naging 17. If you notice, class, meron siyang pattern na 7. So, yung class, yung everyday, kung i-compare natin yung numbers sa calendar, for example, sa Monday naman, yung mga numbers class, kung napansin nyo, yung agwat niya is 7 days each. Okay? That is another example of a sequence. So when we write an infinite sequence class involving a specified set of numbers, we put an ellipsis or three dots to indicate that the sequence goes on infinitely for an infinite sequence. Pag finite sequence siya class, pag sinabi nating finite, meron lang siyang limit. For example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is a finite sequence kasi nag-stop na siya kay 5. Pero pag tinawag natin siyang infinite sequence class, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, comma, then ellipsis. It means go on na siya, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. It means endless siya. Okay? That is an infinite sequence. So, here is the next statement. Let us determine the rule of the following samples. So, para mas maintindihan nyo yung sequence, let's try some examples. In the sequence 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and so on and so forth, we can denote the terms as follows. So, in this sequence class, itong sequence na nasa example natin is an example of an infinite sequence. Bakit mo siya infinite sequence? Kasi, kung makikita nyo, after ni 11, yung nagsunod natin is ellipsis. Wherein sa ellipsis, nagde-denote siya ng infinity. Okay? Pwede pa siyang ma-extend. So, let's go back sa example natin. Let us now denote the terms as follows. So, let's find the terms ng ating sequence. So, the first term or the a sub 1 is equals to 3. The second term or the a sub 2 is equals to 5. The third term or the a sub 3 is equals to 7. The a sub 4 or the fourth term is equals to 9. And the fifth term or the a sub 5 is equal to 11. And the nth term of this sequence is denoted by a sub n, or the nth term is equals to 2 times n plus 1. Also, another information na kailangan yung tandaan, sa ating equal sign class, yung nasa left side ng equal sign is the a sub 1, wherein it is the name of the term. So, yung number na kasama ni a class, siya yung nag-specify kung pang ilan siyang term. For example, the a sub 1, siya yung ating first term. That is the name of the term. And for yung number naman na nasa right side ni equal sign, itong naka-encircle ko, siya naman yung value of the term. So, it means yung value ni first term is equals to 3. Si 3 naman is the first term. Okay, let's continue. So, here are more examples. The instruction is, let us determine the first 3 terms and the seventh term in each of the sequence. Sample 1. We have here the equation a sub n is equals to 1 over n. A sub n is equals to 1 over n is siya yung rule or siya yung equation or rule na kailangan natin sundin para makabuo tayo ng sequence. So, let's start. So, first, let's find the first 3 terms. To find the first term, let n be equal to 1. Substitute the value of n, which is equal to 1, to the given rule or equation, which is a sub n is equals to 1 over n. It will turn into a sub 1 is equals to 1 over 1. Simplify the fraction 1 over 1 or 1 divided by 1. The answer is a whole number 1. So the first term is equals to 1. To find the second term, let n be equals to 2. Substitute 2 to the given rule or equation. It will turn into a sub 2 is equals to 1 over 2 or 1 half. 1 half is already on its simplest form. To find the third term, let n be equals to 3. So it will turn into a sub 3 is equals to 1/3. 1/3 is already on its simplified form or simplest form. And after finding the first 3 terms, sabi nga sa instruction, let's find now the 7th term. So to find the 7th term, let n be equal to 7. Substitute to the rule or to the equation, which is a sub n is equals to 1 over n. It will turn into a sub 7 is equals to 1 over 7. Typographical error lang class. A sub 7 is equals to 1 over 7. So 1 over 7 was already on its simplest form. So the answers for example number 1, which has a rule of a sub n is equals to 1 over n. The first, second, and third term are 1, 1/2 and 1/3, while the seventh term is 1 over 7. Let's continue. The same instruction, we're going to find the first three terms and the seventh term. So here is the rule. So we have here the equation a7 is equals to 2 raised to n minus 5. So let's find the first three terms. Let n be equals to 1. Substitute the value of n, which is 1, to the equation. It will turn into a sub 1 is equals to 2 raised to 1 minus 5. Apply the PEMDAS rule or simplify the right side of the equal sign. It will turn into 2 raised to 1 is equals to 2. Then copy minus 5. So 2 minus 5, the answer is negative 3. So the first term is equals to negative 3. Now, let's find the second term. Let n be equals to 2. So substitute it to the equation. It will turn into a sub 2 is equals to 2 squared minus 5. 2 squared is equals to 4. Copy minus 5. So 4 minus 5, the answer is negative 1. So the second term is equal to negative 1. Next one, let's find the third term. Let n be equals to 3. So a sub 3 is equals to 2 raised to 3 minus 5. Simplify the right side. So 2 cubed is equals to 8. Copy na minus 5. 8 minus 5. The answer is positive 3. So the third term is equals to positive 3. After finding the first three terms, we are now going to look for the seventh term. So let n be equals to 7. Substitute it to the equation. It will turn into a sub 7 is equals to 2 raised to 7 minus 5. 2 raised to 7 is equals to 128 minus 5 is equals to 123. So the seventh term is equals to 123. Therefore, in the equation a sub n is equals to 2n minus 5, the first three terms are negative 3, 1, and positive 3. While the seventh term is equal to positive 123. So let us go back to the initial problem on the train fare. The sequence can be written as 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. So this sequence from the initial problem natin regarding the train fare is an example of a finite sequence. Bakit ba siya tinawag na finite sequence? Kasi based from our example here, wala siyang ellipsis. At pangalawa, meron lang siyang limit. Wherein the last term is 15 and it starts with positive 15. Again, the last term is 50 and nag-start siya kay 50. So let us analyze this one, this sequence. So if you notice class, the difference between 20 and 15 is 5. The difference between 25 and 20 is 5. The difference between 30 and 25 is 5. And the difference between 35 and 30 is 5. 40 and 35, 5. 45 minus 40 is 5. 50 and 45 is 5. There is a difference of 5 between any term and the term before it. Or there is a difference of 5 in each of the consecutive numbers. This is an example of a arithmetic sequence. So again, class, yung problem pala kanina na sinolve natin, then nakuha nating sequence doon sa train fare, ay isang example ng arithmetic sequence. So ano ba si arithmetic sequence? So what is an arithmetic sequence? So class, an arithmetic sequence, it is a type of sequence in which the difference between any two consecutive terms is constant. Arithmetic sequence, it is also known as the arithmetic progression. The constant number in the arithmetic sequence is called the common difference, and it is denoted by a small letter d. To generalize, we have here a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, a sub 5, and so on and so forth till it reach the a sub n or the nth term. So the common in each term, we have the common difference, which is the constant. So the formula for finding the common difference is, So here is the formula, class, for finding the common difference. Please take note or paki-highlight sa book nyo. So the formula is the common difference is equals to a sub n minus the a sub n minus 1. It means isubtract lang natin yung two consecutive terms wherein mas mauuna yung term na mas, for example, mas mauna dito si a sub 2, then subtract natin siya kay a sub 1. Hindi pwedeng mauna si a sub 1, then subtract natin siya kay a sub 2. Kasi there's a chance na yung answer natin is negative. Or there's another chance yung maging result natin is negative, positive, negative, positive. Hindi na siya magkakaroon ng common difference. So, ang mangyayari dito, a sub 2 minus a sub 1 based from the formula, a sub 3 minus a sub 2, and so on and so forth, para makuha si common difference. Okay, let's try some examples para mas madali nyo maintindihan sa arithmetic sequence at kung paano ba kunin si common difference. So, for the problem we have here, the question is 5, 12, 19, and 26. Okay, typographical error lang, class. Again, the number here is 26. Ayusin ko lang, class. Saglit lang. Again, our sequence is 5, 12, 19, and 26, an arithmetic sequence. If yes, what is the 15th term of the sequence? So, the first thing we need to do here, class, is to find the common difference for us to prove na yung sequence or yung given sequence is an example of an arithmetic sequence. Kung sakaling yes siya or mapatunayan natin na arithmetic sequence siya, hanapin natin yung 15th term ng ating sequence. So, let's start. Here's the solution. So, let's copy the sequence 5, 12, 19, and 26. So, the first thing we need to do is to find the common difference. So, how to find the common difference again? Did you remember the formula for finding the common difference? So, to find the common difference again, class, we are going to use the formula common difference, or D, is equals to a sub n minus a sub n minus 1. So, yung larger term natin, or hindi yung larger term, yung term na yung nasusunod, siya yung mauuna, subtract natin siya sa sinundan niya. Katulad niya kanina, yung a sub 2 minus a sub 1. So, for this first example natin, class, for finding the common difference, gagamitin natin yung two consecutive term, which is the first term and the second term. So, for us to be able to use the formula, let's find the values of a sub 1 and a sub 2. So, a sub 1 is equals to 5. Then, the a sub 2 is equals to 12. Then, i-edit natin yung formula, customize natin. So, the common difference is equals to a sub 2 minus a sub 1. Then, after natin siya let's say, ma-customize yung ating formula para mas specific siya for the problem, let's substitute now the value of the first term and the second term to the formula. So, the common difference is equals to 12 minus 5. So, the answer is, or the difference is, equal to 7. So, the common difference is equals to 7. So, para mas sure tayo na yung common difference talaga ng sequence is 7, then masabi natin na yes, arithmetic sequence siya. Let's try another consecutive terms or a group of terms na magkasunod dito sa given natin na sequence. So, let's try the third term and the fourth term. So, before I do that, erase ko muna to para hindi masyado nakakalito. Okay, let's continue. So, we have here the third term and the fourth term. So, the third term is equals to 19. The fourth term is equals to 26. Then, we have the formula common difference is equals to a sub n minus a sub n minus 1. Then, i-customize natin yung formula. Sulat ko na lang dito, class, sa gilid. So, the common difference is equals to a sub 4 minus the a sub 3. Then, after that one, naka-specify na siya sa formula. Let's now substitute the values of the third and the fourth term to the formula. So, common difference equals to 26 minus 19. The common difference is equals to 7. If you notice, class, magka-same tayo ng common difference na nakuha. So, we are 100% sure that this sequence is an example of an arithmetic sequence. Yes, the common difference is 7. So, after natin mapatunayan na yung sequence na 5, 12, 19, and 26 is an arithmetic sequence, we are now going to look for the 15th term of the sequence. So, paano ba makukuha si 15th term? Para makuha si 15th term, we need to discover ano ba yung formula para hanapin si nth term. So, here's the solution para mahanap natin yung formula. We have here the first term which is equal to 5. So, para mahanap si a sub 1 is equals to 5, ito yung formula a sub 1 is equals to a sub 1. Then, to find the second term naman, a sub 2 is equals to a sub 1 plus the common difference. So, try natin patunayan, a sub 1 is equals to 5. The common difference is 7. 7 plus 5, the answer is 12. So, the a sub 2 is equals to 12. Let's continue. A sub 3 is equals to 19. So, a sub 3 is equals to a sub 1 plus 2 times the common difference. A sub 4 is equals to 26. A sub 4 is equals to a sub 1 plus 3 times the common difference. So, paano ba makukuha si nth term? Paano makukuha si a sub n? So, to find the a sub n, we have here the nth term or the a sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus n minus the common, minus 1 times the common difference. So, this is the formula for finding the nth term. This formula is applicable to any arithmetic sequence once na hinahanap natin si nth term. So, ito yung legend ng ating formula. The a sub n represent the nth term. The a sub 1 represent the first term. The n represents the value of n on the nth term. Then the d represents the common difference. Ito yung legend ng ating formula. Again, for the formula for finding the nth term, a sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. The a sub n represents the nth term. The a sub 1 represents the first term. The n represents the value of n of the nth term. And d is the common difference. So, let's try now. Let's find the 15th term of the arithmetic sequence 5, 12, 19, and 26. So, we have here, so based from the formula, kailangan natin munang hanapin si a sub 1, hanapin natin si n at yung ating common difference. So, we have already the a sub 1, which is equal to 5, the common difference, which is equals to 7, and the value of n, which is equal to 15. Bakit ba 15 yung value ng n natin? Kasi nga, hahanapin natin si a sub 15. Which is si a sub 15 is our nth term. So, the formula again, class, the original formula is a sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So, i-apply lang natin yung ating hinahanap na 15th term. So, yung a sub n magiging a sub 15 siya, equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. After natin siya ma-customize yung left side ng ating formula for finding the nth term, we are now going to substitute the values ng sa right side. So, the a sub 15 is equals to 5 plus 15 minus 1 times 7. Sir, bakit ba naging 5 si a sub 1? Kasi nga, si a sub 1 is equals to 5. Or the first term is equal to 5. Plus 15 minus 1. Bakit naman ba si n naging 15? Kasi nga, we are going to look for the 15th term. So, yung n natin or the nth term natin is 15. So, n is equals to 15 minus 1 times 7 because 7 is the common difference. Now, let's continue solving. So, apply the PEMDAS rule. Mauuna natin i-solve yung nasa loob ng parentheses. So, it will turn into a sub 15 is equals to 5 plus 14 times 7. 14 is the result of 15 minus 1. Then, let's continue multiplication. So, a sub 15 is equals to 5 plus 98. Bakit ba 98? It is the product of 14 times 7. Then to find the final answer, 5 plus 98. So the 15th term or the ace of 15 is equal to 103. So therefore, the arithmetic sequence 5, 12, 19, 26 has a 15th term of 103. Okay. So after natin find yung mapag-usapan yung arithmetic sequence, then nahanap na natin yung formula ni nth term, pag-usapan ulit natin siya. So the formula for determining the nth term of a given arithmetic sequence without listing the previous term, a sub n minus 1 is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. For example, kanina class, i-analyze natin yung problem. Di ba? Yung given doon is the a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4. Given yung first to fourth term. Then, comma, ellipsis na. Hindi na naka-specify yung mga susunod na numbers. Then suddenly, ipapahanap yung 15th term. So, di ba nakakapagod na i-list pa natin yung terms from 5th term to 14th term para mahanap si 15th term kung i-manual solving natin. Which is, meron naman pala tayong formula for finding the nth term without listing the previous term. So, ito yung formula na ginamit natin para hindi na tayo mag-manual solving. Naisulat natin yung terms from 15 to 14 para lang mahanap si 15th term. So, again, class, please remember, keep in your mind or paki-take note or i-highlight nyo sa book nyo, the formula for finding or determining the nth term of a given arithmetic sequence without listing the previous terms is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So, para mas maintindihan yung paggamit ng formula para talaga mas ma-master nyo, let's try more examples. Okay, for example number 4. What is the 20th term or the ace of 20 in the arithmetic sequence 6, 14, 22, 30, 38, and so on and so forth? So, here is the solution. First, let's find the common difference. For finding again the common difference, we are going to use the first two terms. So, a sub 1 and a sub 2 or the first and second term. So, let's find their values. So, the a sub 1 is equal to 6. The a sub 2 is equal to 40. Copy the formula. D is equal to a sub n minus a sub n minus 1. So, the common difference is equal to a sub 2 minus a sub 1. Substitute the value of the terms to find the common difference. So, the common difference is equals to 14 minus 6. 14 minus 6, the answer is 8. So, the common difference here is 8. Now, we are now going to determine the 20th term or the ace of 20. To find the ace of 20, kailangan ulit natin hanapin sa ace of 1, which is equals to 6. Find the common difference, which is 8. And we are now going to look for the 20th term. So, dahil 20th term yung hahanapin natin, so, understood na yung n natin will be equal to 20. So, let's solve. First, i-customize na natin agad yung formula. So, again, yung original formula natin is a sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times t. I-customize na natin siya kasi nga 20th term yung hinahanap natin, it will turn into a sub 20 is equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times t. Let us now substitute the values to the formula. So, a sub 20 is equals to 6 plus 20 minus 1 times 8. Apply the PEMDAS rule. Solve muna natin yung nasa loob ng parenthesis. So, 20 minus 1, the answer is 19. So, the next line of our solution is a sub 20 is equal to 6 plus 19 times 8. Then, multiply 19 times 8. The result is 152. So, the next line of our formula is a sub 20 is equals to 6 plus 152. Then, add the two numbers. So, the 20th term or the ace of 20 is equals to 158. Therefore, the 20th term of the sequence is 158. So, let's try another example. For example, number 5. In an arithmetic sequence class, the first term is 4. The common difference is 3. Which term is 295? So, based from the problem, plus hindi na natin dito hahanapin si nth term. Yung yung kailangan natin dito hanapin is pang ilang term ba si 295 sa sequence. Wherein yung given natin is the first term, which is 4, and the common difference. Then, yung ating value ng nth term na 295. Again, class, yung hahanapin natin, pang ilang term ba si 295 sa ating arithmetic sequence. So, to find this one, here is the solution. Kunin muna natin yung mga given dun sa ating sa ating problem. So, we have the first term, which is 4. We have the common difference, which is 3. And we have the a sub n, or the nth term, which is 295. So, yung hahanapin natin, pang ilang term ba yung ating nth term na 295? So, for this problem, class, gagamitin ulit natin yung formula na a sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times b. Pero in a different way lang. Kasi yung hinahanap na natin dito is si nth term. So, to find nth term, class, just simply substitute yung mga nakuha nating values from the given word problem. So, substitute lang natin siya sa formula. It will turn into 295 is equal to 4 plus n minus 1 times 3. Then, isolve lang natin, i-continue lang natin yung pag-solve, apply PEMDAS rule. So, multiply natin si 3 sa terms sa loob ng parenthesis, or i-apply natin yung distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. So, 3 times n, the answer is 3n. Then, 3 times negative 1, the answer is negative 3 or minus 3. Then, continue natin yung pag-solve. So, it will turn into, so, i-group na natin yung similar terms. So, lahat ng constant, itatranspose natin to the left side of the equal sign. So, 295 minus 4 plus 3 is equal to 3 times n. Then, simplify natin yung left side. 295 minus 4, the answer is 291. Plus 3, the answer is 294 is equals to 3n. So, for us to be able to find the n, so let's divide both sides by 3. So, 3n divided by 3 is equals to 294 divided by 3. So, n is equals to 98. So, class, therefore, 295 is the 98th term of the arithmetic sequence. Again, class, 295 is the 98th term of the given arithmetic sequence. Pang 98 siya na term sa ating arithmetic sequence. So, this is the answer for example number 5. Okay, for example number 6 naman, ito yung gagawin natin sa example number 6. Wait lang ha, erase ko lang to. So, for example number 6, class, in an arithmetic sequence, the third term is 38, while the ninth term is 2. So, what is the nth term? So, paano ba natin ito isosolve? Kung kanina kasi, yung ating arithmetic sequence, hahanapin natin kung pang ilang term yung ating nth term, wherein given si a sub 1, given naman si common difference. Pero dito kay example number 6, mas pinakomplicate natin yung problem. So, paano ba natin yung hanapin yung nth term? We're in sa arithmetic sequence, yung given lies sa third term and sa ninth term. So, paano ba, class? Any idea? Pero sa tingin ko may idea na kayo kasi andyan naman siya nakalagay sa inyong books. Wait lang, check ko kung nandito nga ba talaga sa book nyo. Okay. So, let's continue, class. So, here is the solution, class. So, listen carefully kasi medyo complicated na yung problem. So, the solution, so, the first thing that we need to do again, class, is to find the common difference. So, paano ba dito kukunin si common difference? So, gagamitin ulit natin si a sub 3, yung mga given. The third term yung given, which is equal to 38. And the ninth term, which is 2. So, for finding the common difference here, class, dahil nga yung given terms natin is not consecutive, right? From third term and ninth term, paano mahanap yung common difference? So, hindi natin dito i-apply yung the formula for finding the common difference, which is a sub n minus a sub n minus 1. Hindi siya dito applicable. So yung formula na applicable pag ganito yung situation, class, finding the common difference of terms which is not consecutive. So gagamitin lang natin si a sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So paano ba yan i-apply? So simple lang, sundin nyo lang yung solution ko dito. So the nth term here for the 2 given is a sub 9. Kasi si a sub 9 yung mas mataas na term. So a sub 9 is equal to a sub 3. Yung a sub 1 magiging a sub 3 siya. Kasi wala nga tayong given na value na a sub 1. So yung lesser natin na term is a sub 3. So yung a sub 1 magiging a sub 3 na siya. Then yung n natin, class, dahil nga si n natin dito is makuha natin siya yung values sa loob ng parenthesis, class. Ano ba yung difference between the two terms na given? So, simple lang, i-minus natin yung 9th term sa 6th term. So, 9 minus 3, the answer there is 6. So, ima-minus lang natin siya, class, yung 9 minus 3, then times the common denominator. Then, a sub 9 is equals to a sub 3 plus 9 minus 3 times d. Then, substitute na natin yung values. So, a sub 9 is equals to 2. So, magiging 2 is equals to a sub 3 which is equals to 38. So, equal to 38 plus 9 minus 3. Yung difference ng ating dalawang term, yung agwat nila is 6. So, plus 6 times d. Then, group the common terms. So, magiging 2 minus 38 is equals to 6 times d. So, 2 minus 38, the answer is negative 36. Negative 36 equals to 6 times d. To find the common difference, let's divide both sides by 6. So, 6d divided by 6 equals to negative 36 divided by 6. The common difference is equals to negative 6. So, nakuha na natin si common difference. So, now, we need to determine the first term. Kasi, class, di ba hanapin natin sa nth term? Yung original formula, kailangan natin hanapin si first term. Kasi kailangan talaga siya, requirement siya for us to be able to use the original formula. So, to find the first term, class, ito lang yung gagawin nyo. Copy the formula. A sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So, we can use here the 9th term which is 2. The common difference na negative 6. And hanapin natin si a sub 1. Gamit lang yung information na to. Again, dito, class, pwede kayong pumili kung si a sub 3 yung gagamitin nyo or si a sub 9. Kasi dalawa naman yung given na term kanina sa problem. Pero yung pinili kong gamitin, class, is si a sub 9. So, a sub 9 is equals to 2. The common difference equals to negative 6. Then, hanapin natin si a sub 1. So, let us now substitute the given to the formula. So, it will become a sub 9 is equals to a sub 1 plus 9 minus 1 times negative 6. So, a sub 9, magiging 2 siya. So, 2 is equals to a sub 1. Plus, so yung n natin is 9 minus 1, the answer is 8 times negative 6. So, 8 times negative 6, the answer is 48. So, it will turn into 2 is equals to a sub 1 minus 48. Group the similar terms. So, a sub 1 is equals to 2 plus positive 48. So, 2 plus 48, the a sub 1 or the first term is equals to 50. Then, we get the expression to represent the nth term. So, we already have, guys, the first term na 50. So, after natin makuha si 50, hindi muna, dapat isolve na natin yung nth term. Kasi si nth term naman talaga yung kailangan natin kunin. Pero bago natin kunin sa nth term, let's try solving, class, na bako muna. Gagamitin natin, di ba kanina ginamit natin is si a sub 9. I-try natin i-solve na gagamitin natin si a sub 3. So, erase muna yung mga sinulat ko dito. So, manual solving tayo sa presentation. So, let's use a sub 3 equals to 38. Then, we have the common difference which is negative 6. Then, nahanapin natin sa a sub 1 gamit lang yung information na to. So, it will turn into a sub 3 is equal to a sub 1 plus, so yung n natin here is 3. So, 3 minus 1 times d. Then substitute the values. So the a sub 3 is equals to 38 equals to the a sub 1 plus 2 times the common difference na negative 6. So 38 is equal to a sub 1. So plus 2 times negative 6. So the answer is negative 12 or minus 12. So a sub 1 minus 12. Then group the similar terms. It will turn into 38 plus 12 equals to a sub 1. 38 plus 12, the answer is a sub 1 is equals to 50. So, same ba siya ng sa kanina nating formula? Di ba same lang yung nakuha nating a sub 1 which is equals to 50. So, sabi ko nga kanina, it's either of the two yung gamitin natin sa given terms ng sa problem ng arithmetic sequence para hanapin si a sub 1. Same lang yung a sub 1 na makukuha natin which is 50. So, pag nag-solve ko yan ng ganitong problem, kahit ano yung gamitin nyo sa dalawa, kung for example, yung given is the second term in the seventh term. Kung gusto mo sa second term gamitin, okay lang. Kung sa seventh term, okay lang. Kasi, as long na tama yung flow ng pag-solve nyo, makukuha nyo yung right answer for the a's of 1. Okay, napakita ko na sa inyo yung next sinasabi ko kanina. So, erase ko na yung lahat ng 8. Continue na tayo sa solving. So, nakuha na nga natin si a sub 1. Meron na tayong common difference. So, the next thing we are going to do now, class, is to find the a's of n or the nth term. So, a sub n is equals to 50 plus n minus 1 minus 6. So, the nth term is equal to 50 minus 6 times n plus 6. Simplify natin. So, a sub n is equals to negative 6n plus 56. So, the equation for the nth term is a sub n is equals to negative 6n plus 56. Sir, bakit ganyan yung naglabas na result? Kasi yung hinahanap natin is the nth term. Given natin yung third term and the ninth term. So, yung makukuha natin ditong result, class, is an equation. Or makukuha natin dito is yung rule ng ating arithmetic sequence. So, the rule of the arithmetic sequence or the equation for the example number 6 is a sub n is equals to negative 6n plus 56. So, another topic for the under arithmetic sequence. So, we are now going to talk about arithmetic series. So, what is arithmetic series? So, an arithmetic series, class, is the sum of the terms of an arithmetic sequence. Again, an arithmetic series is the sum of the terms of an arithmetic sequence. The formula in determining the sum of a number of terms is denoted by S of n. So, class, yung sum daw ng terms ng arithmetic sequence is denoted lang siya ng symbol na S of n. Si S is a capital letter, then yung n is a subscript. S of n of an arithmetic sequence is, so ito yung formula. To find the sum of number of terms or the S of n, we are going to use the formula equals to n over 2 times 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Again, we are going to use the formula S of n is equals to n divided by 2 times 2 times a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So, kung naka-open yung book nyo dun sa page ng arithmetic series, so kung binabasa nyo na sa page 171, kung binabasa nyo lang, mapapansin nyo dyan, class, na meron tayong dalawang formula. Sa dalawang formula, class, hindi ko na ginamit yung another formula kasi for me, or for my advice, much better gamitin itong formula na to. So, ito yung gagamitin natin, wherein ito na yung dapat gamitin nyo. Para hindi na kayo malito pa. Kasi there are situations na may mga students na dahil dalawa yung formula na given, nalilito sila sa paggamit ng formula, nami-mix up nila yung formula, yung result na nakuha tuloy nila sa arithmetic series is not right. Kaya mag-focus na lang tayo sa isang formula. So let's try some examples para matutunan nyo kung paano ba gamitin yung formula for the arithmetic series. So determine the sum of the first 12 terms of the arithmetic sequence for 15, 26, and 37. Again, yung given lang natin here, class, is 4, 15, 26, and 37. Pero, yung hahanapin natin, ano ba yung sum till the 12, yung ng 12 terms ng ating series? Ano ba yung total niya? So, to find the sum of the first 12 terms of the arithmetic sequence for 15, 26, 37, here is the solution. First, let's find the a sub 1 or the first term. So, the first term is 4. The common difference is 11. And the n is 12 kasi nga hanapin natin yung sum ng first 12 terms. Then dito, class, diniretso ko na nilagay yung common difference, which is 11. Hindi na ako nag-solve. Pero kung kayo, kung para gusto nyo na sure kayo, pwede nyo din solve yung common difference. So kung try natin siya i-solve para mahanap ng common difference, kung talagang gusto nyo na step by step talaga siya. So again, the common difference equals to the consecutive terms. Subtract lang natin. So 15 here, 15, the a sub 2, minus the a sub 1, which is 4. So 15 minus 4, the common difference equals to 11. Or kung hindi pa kayo dyan sure, pwede nyo gamitin sa second term or third term. So 26 minus 15, the answer is 11. So confirm na natin yung common difference is 11. So i-continue na natin yung formula. After natin, class, makuha yung mga kailangan natin for the formula. Again, yung nakuha pa lang natin is the a sub 1, the value of n, and the common difference. So, itong tatlong given na to, class, ito lang yung gagamitin natin sa paghahanap ng sum of the 12 terms of an arithmetic sequence. So, again, hanapin natin yung sum ng 12 terms ng arithmetic sequence. So, let's copy the formula. So, the S of n is equals to n divided by 2 times a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times the common difference. So, yung S of n, class, dahil nga 12 terms yung kailangan natin mahanap yung sum, so magiging S of 12 na siya. Then, substitute the values of n. So, S of 12 is equals to 12 divided by 2. 2 times 4, which is 4 is the value of the first term, plus n minus 1. So, yung n minus 1 magiging 12 minus 1 siya, times the common difference na 11. Then, after that one, isimplify natin yung value sa loob ng parentheses while i-divide na rin natin yung n divided by 2. So, 12 divided by 2, the answer is 6. 2 times 4, the answer is 8. 12 minus 1, the answer is 11. Then, i-copy lang si common difference na 11. Then, let's multiply 11 and 11. So, the answer is S of 12 is equals to 6 times 8 plus 121. Then, i-add natin yung two terms or two numbers inside the bracket. So, let's add 8 plus 121. The answer is S of 12 is equals to 6 times 129. Then, let's multiply the two numbers. So, the S of 12 is equals to 774. So, the sum of the first 12 terms of the given arithmetic sequence for 15, 26, 37, and so on and so forth is 774. So, ito yung ating conclusion for the answer of example number 7. Kung sundin nyo lang yung step-by-step process na nasa book, itong tinidiscuss ko sa video tutorial, hindi kayo mahihirapan sa paghanap ng sum of n term of an arithmetic sequence or yung sum ng arithmetic series. So, we have another example here. For example, number 8. So, word problem yung example number 8 class. Word problem. So, let's read the problem. There is a stack of 12 boxes in a warehouse. There are 25 boxes in the bottom layer, 24 in the second, 23 in the third, and so on. The last layer has only one box. So, how many boxes are there in the stack? Again, class, there is a stack of boxes in a warehouse. There are 25 boxes in the bottom layer, 24 in the second, 23 in the third, and so on. The last layer has only one box. How many boxes are there in the stack? So, ano ba yung total ng number of boxes sa pile ng boxes natin wherein Si 25 yung number of boxes ng sa pinaka-bottom. Yung second layer niya, 24. Yung third layer niya is 23, and so on. Which is kada layer natin class na pinapile up, nagbabawas lang siya ng 1 box. So here is the solution. Again, the a sub 1 is 25. And the common difference is negative 1. Bakit ba siya negative 1? Kasi nga, let's write it on a mathematical form, yung ating sequence. So again, we have, for the a sub 1, we have 25 boxes. Right? The next one for the second term, ng second layer natin, naging 24 na lang siya. Then for the third layer naman, naging 23 na lang. Then comma, kasi sabi dito so on, mag-a-add tayo ng ellipsis. Ito yung presentation niya, mathematically. So, sa mathematical statement natin, class, let's try to use this sequence for finding the common difference. Negative 1 ba talaga siya? Tama ba yung nilagay dito ni sir na value ng common difference without showing the solution? So, ipakita ko yung solution sa inyo, class. We have here D is equals to a sub 2. Gamitin natin si a sub 2 at a sub 1. So, a sub 2 minus the a sub 1. So, the a sub 2 is 24 minus the a sub 1 which is 25. 24 minus 25, the a sub 1 is the common difference is equals to negative 1. Kung hindi pa rin kayo sure, class, itry nyo naman si third layer minus the second layer or third term minus the second term. So, 23 minus 24, the answer pa rin is negative 1. So, confirm na natin na tama yung common difference na negative 1. So, let's continue solving. So, again, class, yung kailangan natin dito mahanap is the total pile of boxes na nasa stack. So, yung n natin dito, class, is 25. Kasi 25 is the larger. So, the value of the n term is 25. So, again, we're going to find the s of 25. Sir, bakit nyo ulit s of 25 yung nakalagay dyan? Kasi, class, we're going to find the sum of the stack of boxes which it has 25 layers. So, magiging sum of the 25 layers of boxes yung kailangan natin kunin. So, copy the formula. So, the s of n is equals to n divided by 2 times a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Substitute the given. So, s of 25 is equals to 25 divided by 2 times 2 times 25 plus 25 minus 1 times negative 1. Substitute the terms inside the parentheses, then simplify na natin yung outside term na 25 divided by 2. So, the next line of the solution is s of 25 is equals to 12.5 times 50, which is the result of 2 times 25, plus 24, which is the result of 25 minus 1, then copy the common difference times negative 1. So, let's now multiply 24 and negative 1. So, the next line of the solution will be s of 25 is equals to 12.5 times 50 plus negative 24. So, let's now add the two terms inside the bracket. So, it will become 50 minus 24. The answer is positive 26. So, the next line of the solution, s of 25 is equals to 12.5 times 26. Multiply the two numbers. So, the s of 25 is equal to 325. So, therefore, there are 325 boxes in the stock. Again, there are 325 boxes in the stock. So, it means yung 25 layers ng boxes stock, yung total ng boxes doon, class, is 325. So, we are already done solving, talking about the sequence, the arithmetic sequence, finding the rule or the equation for the arithmetic sequence, finding the nth term without writing yung numbers na sinusundan niya, without listing the following numbers, which is yung formula is a sub 1, a sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Na-try na natin i-solve si common difference. So, yung next topic natin here in lesson number 1 is the arithmetic mean. So ano ba si arithmetic mean? So arithmetic means are the terms between in any two non-consecutive terms in an arithmetic sequence. So for example, we have here, in the arithmetic sequence 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, the arithmetic means between 2 and 14 are 5, 8, 11. It means class yung arithmetic means are the terms between any two non-consecutive. Pag sinabing non-consecutive, hindi siya magkasunod. Dito nga sa example natin, yung 2 at 14, ano ba yung arithmetic means or terms in between the arithmetic sequence 2 and 14? So the arithmetic means are 5, 8, and 11. So let's try some examples for finding the arithmetic means. So for example number 9, we are going to insert the 4 arithmetic means between 9 and 54. So for finding the arithmetic means class, so isulat muna natin yung ating given. So we have here the first term, which is 9. The sixth term, which is 54. So class, paano ko ba nasabi na 6 term si 54? Kasi nga, we already have, sabi nga, hanapin natin yung 4 arithmetic means between 9 and 54. So understood na natin na si 9 is the first term. And 54 is the last term. So we just need to specify pang ilang term ba yung 54 or yung last term natin na 54 by inserting or by adding the 4 arithmetic means. So the first term, which is 9 plus 4 na arithmetic means, so magiging total niya is 5 plus si 54, it means si 54 is the 6th term. So ganyan lang yung gagawin class para ma-identify nyo kung pang ilan si 54. So we have the given a sub 1 is equals to 9. The a sub 6 equals to 54. And paano ko ba nasabi na yung n natin or nth term natin or yung value ng n is equals to 6? Kasi nga, yung largest natin na term is a of 6 or 6 term. So yung n natin is equals to 6. So una natin gagawin dito class para ma-identify natin yung arithmetic means. First, we need to find the common difference ng sequence natin. So, to find the common difference, meron na tayong tatlong given na first term, sixth term, and the value of n. So, solve for d using the formula. So, the formula again is a sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times the common difference. So, gamit na gamit yung formula kahit saan problem. So, substitute natin yung values. So, yung a sub n magiging a sub 6 na siya equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Then, substitute natin yung values ng given sa ating formula. So, it will become 54 is equals to 9 plus 6 minus 1 times the common difference na d. Substitute solve the value inside the parentheses. So, 6 minus 1, the answer is 5. So, it will turn into 54 is equals to 9 plus 5 times d. Group the similar terms. So, si 9 na transpose to the left side kasama ni 54. So, 54 minus 9 is equals to 5d. 54 minus 9, the answer is 45. So, 45 is equals to 5d. Divide both sides by 5 to find the common difference. So, 5d divided by 5 is equals to 45 divided by 5. So, the common difference is equal to 9. After finding class the common difference, meron na tayong a sub 1. We can now find the arithmetic mean. So, paano ba hanapin si arithmetic means? So, simple lang. Let's have the a sub 2 or the second term is equals to a sub 1 plus the common difference. So, si a sub 2 is equals to, substitute natin si a sub 1 na 9. Plus the common difference na 9. So, 9 plus 9, the answer is 18. So, the second term is equals to 18. The third term naman, a sub 3 is equals to a sub 1 plus 2 times d. So, substitute the value. So, a sub 1 is equals to 9 plus 2 times 9. The answer is 9 plus 18. So, the third term is equals to 27. Next one, napin natin yung fourth term. So, the fourth term is equals to a sub 1 plus 3 times d. A sub 4 is equal to 9 plus 3 times 9. So a sub 4 is equals to 9 plus 27. The fourth term is equals to 36. Then last one, hanapin si fifth term. So a sub 5 is equal to a sub 1 plus 4 times b. Substitute the value. So 9 plus 4 times 9. So 4 times 9, the answer is 9 times 4, 36 plus 9. So the fifth term is 45. So the arithmetic means between 9 and 54, or the four arithmetic means between 9 and 54 are 18, 27, 36, and 45. So that's all for finding the arithmetic means. So yung example na ginamit ko class dito sa arithmetic mean is different from the examples in your book. Pati din yung ibang example na ginamit ko dito sa video tutorial are different from the examples in your book. So for the reasons of na gusto kong magkaroon kayo ng maraming examples regarding our lesson number 1. So the more the examples, the easier for you to understand the discussion. Right? Kasi maraming example, pwede rin kayong mag-try, mag-solve na sarili nyo lang para mas matutunan nyo talaga or mas ma-master nyo. Kasi without application, mas hindi nyo maintindihan yung lesson. Pero kung nagsosolve kayo, ina-apply nyo yung natutunan nyo, sabihin natin magkaka-error kayo, pero mas maintindihan nyo yung lesson, mas mamamaster nyo yung pag-solve. So let's remember, a sequence is a set of numbers or figures based on a pattern or rule. Each member of the sequence is called a term. An arithmetic sequence or arithmetic progression is a numerical sequence in which the difference between any two consecutive terms is constant. The formula for finding the nth term of an arithmetic sequence is a sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d, or the common difference. Hindi ko pala dito nailagay the constant sa ating arithmetic sequence. Yung tawag sa kanya is the common difference. Okay? So the third statement, an arithmetic series is the sum of the terms of an arithmetic sequence. The formula to get the sum of the n terms is s of n is equals to n divided by 2 times 2 times a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. And the last statement, the arithmetic means are the terms between any two non-consecutive terms of an arithmetic sequence. Regarding the arithmetic sequence class, hindi ibig sabihin na yung numbers na between lang ng two non-consecutive terms is 1. Pwede siya maging 2, 3, 4, 5, kahit maging 100 pa siya. Depende siya sa given, depende siya sa problem. Basta pakitandaan, yung arithmetic means are the terms between any two non-consecutive terms. So we are already done with the discussion, solving examples, explaining on how to solve the step-by-step process of solving. So again, sabi ko kanina, bukod sa examples na dito sa video tutorial, may examples pa kayo nandyan sa book. And from bukod dito sa video tutorial na ipoprovide ko sa inyo, na from the school and made by me, yung video tutorial, magpo-provide pa ako ng videos which is galing sa ibang teachers. Try ko i-send sa inyo yung links para may additional sources of information kayo. Yung iba nga is, links or sources na naibigay ko na sa inyo in advance. So, andun sa ating private group, pakicheck na lang. So, please answer the following for lesson 1. So, in Let's Practice A class, please open it on your book. On Let's Practice A on page 173, you are just going to answer the numbers 1 to 4. For Let's Practice B on page 173, you are going to answer numbers 1 to 4 only. For Let's Practice C, you are on page 174, answer numbers 1 to 4 only. Let's Practice D. On page 174, you are just again going to answer 1 to 4. And for Let's Practice E on page 174, you are going to answer numbers 1 to 4 again. So a total of, again, you are just going to answer numbers 1 to 4 for Let's Practice A, B, C, D, E. So 5 activities times 4 items in each activity is equals to 20 items lang. So for lesson 1, 20 items question lang yung sasagutan nyo. Again, answer the following. For Let's Practice A on page 173, numbers 1 to 4 only. For Let's Practice B, 1 to 4 only. Practice C, 1 to 4. Practice D, 1 to 4. And practice E, 1 to 4. So the submission will be seen or will be just check on your WHLP or the post that I am going to make on our private group kung kailan yung deadline of submission of the answer sheets or answers in our lesson number 1 discussion sa Mathematics 10. And also, please in your papers, paki-follow yung format na binigay ko last year. Nung grade 9 kayo, di ba binigyan ko kayo ng format na be followed once na mag-answer kayo sa inyong intermediate paper, ganun din yung format na gagawin nyo. Write your name. In front of your name, write the date. Below your name, write your grade and section. In front of your grade and section class, paki-write ang name, page number ng ating activity. So that's all class. Thank you for listening. This is the end of lesson number 1 and thank you.